following is a special presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Hello everyone, I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. Formation handoff to Overstreet around the right-hand side. Overstreet picks up a butt, and there he goes! Overstreet, touchdown! Wolfpack! The Teal got a lot of space. Beautiful block. Teal is all by himself, and you will never catch that man. Touchdown! Formation. Marconi back to pass. Marconi throws it over the middle, and it's a touchdown, Maulers. James Cooley with the touchdown. Pass over to the end zone. One-handed catch. Oh, what a play! Chuck Imperano, touchdown, Baltimore. Back to pass. Looking for the football, and it is recovered by Orlando at the 17. Black breaks a tackle. Black with a step on. There he goes! Black! You gotta be kidding me! Touchdown, Houston! Hand off Anderson. Anderson again, left side. You gotta be kidding! Anderson! Right on the move. West back to pass. West will go to the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown! Tallahassee Pride! Get out of here! Wow!
It's the SFL Playoffs, live on Twitch TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Louisville, Kentucky for the first of two games on an SFL playoff doubleheader on this beautiful Sunday across the great United States. The Orlando Intimidators take on the top-seeded Louisville Wolfpack from Blue Sun Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. Hello everybody, I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. Louisville won both meetings between the Intimidators and the Wolfpack this season, but both were close. Can Orlando pull the shocker and advance to face Houston? Let's head down to the field for the coin toss.
Hey, Troy. You guys ready?
Gentlemen, please make your call.
We want heads.
Heads it is.
We'll receive.
The visiting team have won the toss and select to receive.
Orlando will get the football to start the game. The ball's on the tee, folks. Hands in the air. Louisville Wolfpack. Kick it. We're underway. Short kick to the 10. Isaac Perez on the return. Perez past the 25 and stretched out to the 30-yard line. The winner of this game will face the Houston Hyenas, who won in one of the most crazy SFL games and most crazy football game you will ever see, a 42-36 overtime victory over the Tallahassee Pride. Houston If they play Orlando, we'll have a home game. If it's Louisville, they will be at Louisville in 7 days. Pyatt will flip it out to Zach Parker to start the game, and Parker takes a big shot at the 34-yard line, a pickup of 4 yards. Orlando in the road, white helmets, gold jerseys, black pants with the white numbers, black and blue and white trim. Louisville in the home, white helmets, blue jerseys, white pants, white numbers, and blue trim. 3 in the backfield again here for Orlando. They'll hand it off to Parker, who is dragged down in the backfield by Lester Grimes. It'll set up a 3rd down and 6. The Orlando quarterback is Connor Pyatt. Quarterback efficiency rating of 86.5. 17 touchdowns to 18 interceptions. 2,923 yards, 243.6 yards per game, and 71.1 completion percentage. Big 3rd down here for Orlando on their opening drive. Pyatt's pass is incomplete, and Orlando forces a 3 and out on their opening possession. Pass intended for Lorenzo Allen. Hello to all of you who are along for this SFL doubleheader, the first part of the SFL doubleheader. If you haven't heard, you can win $150 tonight. Visit simulationfl.com and click the win $150 Sunday page to fill out all the information and just show up tonight to have a chance to win as Louisville returns from the 32 to the 34-yard line. Again, simulationfl.com to participate in that competition that is going on tonight in the second game of our doubleheader, the Minneapolis Maulers and the Baltimore Crabs. Skeletor P. Funk is the Louisville Wolfpack quarterback. 99.6 quarterback efficiency, 3,558 yards, 33 touchdowns, 21 interceptions with a completion percentage of 74. 296.5 yards per game, 1st and 10 at the 34. Funk flips it outside to Overstreet. Overstreet past the 35, past the 40, and Overstreet's got a 1st down to the 44-yard line, a pickup of 10. And Louisville off to a strong start here at home. Meet the rest of the Wolfpack offense. Quarterback number 7, Skeletor P. Funk. Overstreet is the running back number 44. Wide receiver number 3, Lawrence Kirkland. Wide receiver number 11, A.J. Blaylock. And tight end is number 47, D.D. Ritter. And Overstreet gets another catch. No gain. Wrestled down to the line of scrimmage by a couple of intimidators. Will bring up 2nd down and 10. Orlando's defense, heavy. Inside linebacker Stephen Lambert, number 92. Outside linebackers, number 93, Robert Bose, and number 95, Reese Walsh. Cornerback is number 47, A.J. Lacoste, number 32, Isaac Wallace. The strong and free safeties are Kedrick Watkins and Rodney Woods, respectively. 2nd and 10, Funk's pass is caught by Blaylock, who nearly broke away, but another 1st down for Louisville at the Orlando 43. Wallace on the tackle. It's Blaylock's first catch of the day to move the chains. CP3 Buddha 504, yes, there will be an SFL Honors show the week of the championship game, time and date to be determined. The SFL State of the League address has been rescheduled for Thursday night at 6 Central, 7 Eastern. 1st and 10 at the Orlando 43. Overstreet takes the handoff and will pick up 6 to the Intimidator 38-yard line. 8:10 to go in the first. AJ pick 6. We'd love to bring back the All-Star game, but it is a ton of work with little payout. 2nd and 4 at the 38. Funk back to pass. Funk will flip it outside Overstreet, and Overstreet is wrestled down in the open field. Nice tackle by Stephen Lambert, who already has 3 in this game, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 just outside of field goal range. Stephen Lambert has been the leader of this defense for a long time. A bit of a down year, though. Just 64 tackles. That's 6th on the team. 6 tackles for loss and 1 sack, but a strong start for the wily veteran. 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Funk back to pass. And Funk will fire down the field. Pass caught by Kirkland in double coverage to convert the 3rd down up to the Orlando 21. And the Louisville Wolfpack winners of 11 in a row, are on fire here on their opening possession. Lacoste was on Lawrence Kirkland, but he anticipated a double move to the outside, and just that little bit of hesitation allowed for Lawrence Kirkland to get open. Kirkland has had an incredible season, 1,186 yards and 11 touchdowns. 3 receivers, 2 to the right side for the Wolfpack. Funk back to pass. Funk will fire it down the middle of the field. It's incomplete. Looking for Burnett. First incomplete pass of the day for Louisville. Bring up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line. If you haven't already done so, go to simulationfl.com. On the homepage, you can see the box score from Thursday night's epic Houston-Tallahassee matchup. And you also can see highlights from that game. We'll have highlights from this game and of the Minneapolis-Baltimore game up later tonight as well at simulationfl.com. 2nd and 10 at the Orlando 21-yard line. Back to pass, Funk. Funk down the field. How was that caught? A 9-yard pickup by Blaylock. Wallace was draped all over him, and Blaylock has the early advantage on Isaac Wallace here in this ball game. 3rd down and 1 at the 12 now. Orlando trying to not give up a touchdown on their opening possession. That certainly doesn't do wonders for the confidence. Back to pass, Funk on a 3rd and short. Flip outside, caught to the 5-yard line, out of bounds. 7-yard pickup, Skeletor P. Funk. 7 of 8 for 55 yards on the opening drive that's taken 4 minutes off the clock. And like Houston, Louisville's offense off to a tremendous start here in the opening quarter. 2 in the backfield with Funk and everybody up on the line for Orlando. No one standing in the end zone. Hand off to Overstreet. Overstreet's going to lose yardage. Loss of about 2.5. Kedrick Watkins on the tackle, and that's a strong stop for the Orlando Intimidator defense. These two defenses are top 3 in the league in points allowed per game and yards allowed per game. In fact, Louisville's defense, surprisingly enough, is number 2, only to the Dallas Law in terms of yards allowed. Funk back to pass. Funk sidearm throw to Ritter, caught for a touchdown. D.D. Ritter on a pretty ball from Skeletor P. Funk, and Louisville is off to the strong start. That's what everyone expects out of the number 1 seed, as Robert Bose sort of just gave Ritter that touchdown, didn't stand strong at the goal line. Allowed Ritter to sneak in there. And the extra point for the Wolfpack to take a 7-0 lead is up and good. Halfway through the first quarter, Louisville took a long time to get down the field, a 10-plus play drive, but Skeletor P. Funk and D.D. Ritter lead the charge, 7-0 Louisville.
Are set for the kickoff. Number 36, Teal to receive.
Kick is away. Perez again from the 10-yard line. Past the 25 and to the 28-yard line. Perez pretty creative with his angles on these returns thus far, but Louisville not allowing him to get outside. Happy to have all of you along for the ride today. My play-by-play commentator, I'm Cameron Irvine. I've never introduced myself more poorly. 1st and 10 at the 28. Sometimes words just don't work. 3 in the backfield, Pyatt to throw, flip out to Parker. And Parker's got a first down. Good blocking on the outside. And Orlando, much more than we have seen out of this team for the majority of the season, running a lot of 3-back set here on the opening couple of series. But this, by far, their most successful play, the first move of the chains of the day. And what do you do against a vicious pass rush of H.J. Latshaw And Rick O'Reilly, you operate to the outside and get the ball out of your hands quickly. And Connor Pyatt is doing that thus far. First down and 10 at the 44-yard line. Pyatt's out of the shotgun now. 3 wide receivers. Pyatt back to pass. And Pyatt will dump to Parker. It's already Parker's 3rd catch, but this one is going to hurt. Loss of 4 yards. Latshaw and Khrushchev in on the stop. Sets up a 2nd down and 14 to meet the Louisville defense. Khrushchev wears number 56, not 57. Rick O'Reilly's and H.J. Latshaw, the defensive tackles, 99 and 72. Lucius Sanders and Lester Grimes are the cornerbacks, 24 and 27. And Ezekiel Freeman and Aaron Tolbert are the safeties, free and strong, respectively, 23 and 37. Nathan Chambers on the catch, got him back to the original down and distance, but it's going to be 3rd down and 10 coming up for Orlando. 3rd down and 10. Intimidators have not looked deep yet. They need just beyond the Louisville 47-yard line. 4 receivers, back to pass, Pyatt. Pyatt looking around, fires down the field, caught. First down to the Louisville 45-yard line. That catch over the middle by Chambers, who runs the drag to move the chains. Orlando's offense, Connor Pyatt, number 15. Running back number 35 is Zach Parker. The receivers, number 44, Lorenzo Allen. Number 16, Nathan Chambers. Number 36, Isaac Perez. Orlando does not have a star tight end. And Parker makes the catch. Tolbert on the tackle, pick up of 5 yards. 3:10 to go in the opening quarter. Louisville scored on their only possession. Orlando 3 and out on their first possession, but off and running here. Zach Parker is spread all the way to the outside at the bottom of your screen. Empty backfield here for Connor Pyatt for the first time tonight. Interesting formation as Pyatt's pass is caught. Over the middle, pickup of 14 yards. That is Nathan Chambers' 3rd grab of the quarter. Now 30 yards on 3 catches, and Chambers and Connor Pyatt are looking sharp here on their 2nd drive.
First and 10 from 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26. 4 receivers, 2 to either side. Back to pass, Pyatt. Pyatt almost hit as he throws. Caught at the 3! A 23-yard pickup. It's Chambers again. Pyatt was nearly sacked and thought, as a matter of fact, I thought for sure he was going to be sacked. O'Reilly dove for it. I think maybe hit the arm of Connor Pyatt, but Nathan Chambers completes the pass anyway. Or Pyatt, rather, completes the pass to Chambers. What a throw. Some mustard on that one. Pyatt out of the shotgun, 1st and goal at the 3 for Orlando. 4-3 defensive look. Hand off to Parker, and Parker is stopped at the line of scrimmage. In fact, they say he lost about a half a yard. A fast first quarter. Louisville's offense has just had one opportunity to score. 3-back set again, 2nd and goal at the 4. Pyatt's going to throw to Parker. Parker's got some space. Oh, Zach Parker! With authority and power! Scores the Orlando touchdown by casting aside Lucius Sanders. And the Intimidators strike back.
Number 5 is back for the point after. Number 4 will hold the kick.
What a play from Parker in the open field, demolishing Sanders. And Fleming's extra point can tie. Extra point is good. And it's Orlando 7, Louisville 7. Late in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, Orlando went 3 and out on their first possession. Louisville scored a touchdown on a long touchdown drive that took nearly 5 minutes off the clock, and Orlando just did the same. This is a really short kick from the 13-yard line. Burnett on the return, and he can't even reach the 30. I don't know how Orlando's kick team got down there so fast. That was one of the shortest kickoffs I've seen all year. What's up, Ramos Lynn? Don't let DR Sim bring you down. First down and 10 at the 29-yard line for Louisville. 4-3 defense out of the Intimidators, looking for the first stop of the day. Funk back to pass. Funk will flip it out to Overstreet, and Overstreet breaks a tackle and run out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Funk and Pyatt's numbers are sharp here in the first quarter. Zach Parker was tied with Nathan Chambers for a team leading 76 catches. David Overstreet led his team with 105 catches. These are two running backs that catch the ball well out of the backfield. Parker averaging 4.2 yards a catch, but only one receiving touchdown. Overstreet's even better, 5.7 yards a catch with 6 scores. Second down and 4 at the 35 for Funk out of the shotgun with split backs, runs a counter to Overstreet. Overstreet's got a first down at the 40. Well-designed play there for Overstreet as Woods, Lambert, and Bose in the vicinity. .40 seconds to go in the first Teal Conference semifinal. The winner will take on Houston in the conference championship game Sunday, April 10th. Back to pass, Funk swings it out, Overstreet. Overstreet, a lot of room far side. Cannot pick up the first down, but does pick up 9. Lambert is there again, along with Lacoste and one other Orlando defender. That may be the final play of the first quarter.
Second and inches.
Louisville may try to get one more off here. Second down and 1 to the 49. And they do. Overstreet takes the handoff. That's a first down and more to the 43-yard line, a pickup of 8 yards. And Louisville is back into Orlando territory as the first quarter comes to a close. Orlando 7, Louisville 7. This is the SFL playoffs on Twitch.tv.
Subscribe to the greatest YouTube sim community on the planet at Allen Drum. We got Bandits APF 2K franchise and NFL 2K 2 through 5 Buccaneers franchise. Like and subscribe on my YouTube channel and go Maulers, baby.
Like Alan JD, you can become a part of the SFL broadcast and promote your business, channel, or league with an audio or video ad. It's $5 for a 30-second spot, $10 for a 60-second spot, and $15 for any video ad for a whole season. And any ad is free right now for the playoffs. All money is reinvested into the SFL. We guarantee you your ad will run at least once a week. Support us by supporting you. Email simulationfl@gmail.com for more information. SFL, rise as one. We'll be back to your game in 2 minutes. Start of the second quarter from Blue Sun. There's a penalty marker, and David Overstreet takes a shovel pass for the first time today. Only picked up a couple. First penalty of the day, Orlando's offside, and that'll bring up 1st and 5.
Neutral zone infraction, number 91. Defense, repeat, first down.
Blue Sun Stadium here in Louisville, where the Wolfpack have lost one home game all time. That was the last time they played a playoff game here, when the DC Dragons came in and upset the Louisville Wolfpack on their way to an SFL title. In case you missed it, Thursday night, the Houston Hyenas beat the Tallahassee Pride in a wild first game of the playoffs, 42-36 in overtime. You can check out the full game or highlights on our YouTube channel at simulationfl.com. Back to pass, Skeletor Pete Funk. He'll fire it outside to Lawrence Kirkland, and that picks up 3 yards to set up a 2nd down and 2. The conference finals, the Gray and Teal conference finals, will be 1 week from right now, Sunday, April 10th, 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. Central. The Gray and the Teal, it's not been determined which is going to be first as of this point, but both will be back-to-back a week from now. 2nd and 2 at the 35. Funk's out of the gun, back to pass, and Funk will fire it outside, caught by Kirkland, a pickup of, well, no, they said he was out of bounds. That was going to be a 1st down. But officials say Kirkland was out of bounds. Maybe Louisville challenges this year would get him into field goal range.
Third and 2.
No challenge from the Wolfpack, so coaching staff must have seen something on the big screen. 2 backs in the backfield on a 3rd and short. Just inside the 35-yard line. Funk will throw. Funk fires down the middle, caught by Kirkland, a pickup of 15. Kirkland already 4 catches here in the first half, and another Louisville 1st down. First and 10 now, just inside the Orlando red zone. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the left side. Funk back to pass. Funk fires down the middle. I don't know how that was caught either. Burnett threw a slew of Intimidator defenders for another Louisville 1st down. And this is just the Wolfpack's 2nd possession. Orlando has not shown any signs that their top-ranked defense, or top 3 defense rather, can get any sort of stop here this afternoon. Louisville clicking on all cylinders. Handoff to Overstreet on the counter left, and that's a loss of 2. They have done a good job on Overstreet. Lambert with another tackle. It's been the Louisville passing attack that Orlando has had no answer for. 8:53 to go in the first half. A quick first half of work here. 2nd to go at the 8. Funk back to pass. Funk will step up in the pocket, fire it short. Pass is tipped and incomplete. Looking for D.D. Ritter, but Stephen Lambert is there again to knock the ball away. Lambert easily having one of his best games of the year. Third down and goal at the 8. Can Orlando get at least a half stop here? Kirkland bottom of the screen. Blaylock is at the very top in that 3 wide receiver set. Overstreet to the right of Funk in the backfield, and Funk's under center. Back to pass. Funk. Funk fires right side. Corner caught. Blaylock. Touchdown. Could not have placed the football any better. This is perfect placement right here. Right to Blaylock, turns the corner, got inside the end zone right at the last minute. And Louisville's offense is 2 for 2. Extra point for Louisville is good. And despite Stephen Lambert's best efforts and a quiet day so far for David Overstreet, Louisville has a 14-7 lead. Don't forget, coming up next, the second game of our doubleheader. The top seed of the Gray Conference, the Minneapolis Maulers, hosts the Baltimore Crabs, the Coastal Division champions, as Baltimore goes for their first playoff victory in franchise history. The kickoff is at 6 Central, 7 Eastern. And if you like money, then you should tune in, because you have a chance to win $150 at halftime if you correctly guess our question: how many combined yards will Elijah Bishop and Freeman Goodspeed have in the first half? You can win $100 by getting that right. If you get that right, you're eligible for the next 50 by guessing within 10 yards the total receiving yards that the two will combine for throughout the game. Go to simulationfl.com to play the challenge. Click on the Win $150 Sunday link at the top of our website to participate, and we'll see you later tonight. Russell on the tackle, pickup of 2, brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31. 75 yards, and a touchdown for Pyatt, 131.3 rating, and it's mostly been Nathan Chambers. In fact, I'm not sure that Lorenzo Allen or Isaac Perez have a catch in this first half. Deep drop back, Pyatt's going deep, wide open, a perfect pass, Lorenzo Allen in a foot race, touchdown Orlando! What a beauty from Connor Pyatt. And Lorenzo Allen's first catch of the day could not have come at a better time. Step for step, and then burned Sanders with the second move to the outside, and Orlando strikes back.
Number 5 is back for the point after.
What a throw from Pyatt. That was one of his best passes of the season. The rookie, former WAFL player who played in Japan for the Osaka Shoguns, comes to Orlando, reunites with the Walsh family, and it's 14-14. On Allen's touchdown catch. So Orlando has scored on 2 of their first 3 possessions. Louisville has scored on both of their possessions, and 2 of the top 3 ranked defenses in scoring defense and yards defense have given up 28 points in the first half. First and 10 at the 30 for Louisville, and the question is, will Orlando ever be able to get a stop? Both quarterbacks look sharp. First and 10 at the 30. 2 receivers both at the right side. Funk back to pass, flips it out Overstreet. Overstreet is hit hard. 4-yard pickup. Lacoste on the tackle. Both quarterbacks with over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, no picks here in the first half.
2nd and 6 from
7:28 to go, 14-14. First game of an SFL doubleheader. Happy to have all of you along for the ride. 2 receivers out to the left side. Funk to throw. Funk fires down the middle of the field. Again, what a perfect pass. A.J. Blaylock on the catch of the 50 and another Louisville first down. These are not easy throws, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the window here for Funk. Those are tight quarters. 3 different defenders, including Watkins and Walsh out there. Bose, rather.
1st and 10. Ball at 50-yard line.
But Orlando can't make the play. 1st and 10 at midfield. 3 receivers, 2 to the left side, back to pass Funk. Funk swings it outside. Kirkland, pick up a 3. Like the league on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels, all at /SimulationFL if you already haven't done so today.
2nd and 7.
If you missed the earlier announcement, the State of the League address has been rescheduled for Thursday at 6 Central, 7 Eastern. We'll be going over a lot of different topics, and we'll have a Q&A session at the end. Funk back to pass, 2nd and 7, down the field, caught again. No answer for this Louisville passing attack. 5 catches, 61 yards, and a score in the first half for Blaylock. Another Louisville first down. That one pretty easy, as Watkins got turned around. First and 10 at the 32, now in scoring position again for the Wolfpack. Both offenses have come in red hot. Funk deep down the field, caught again in tremendous coverage, but not good enough. These receivers straight up balling tonight. What a perfect throw right over the outstretched arm of Lacoste, and Louisville is 3 for 3. I don't think I've ever seen Orlando's defense this poor against the pass. They just cannot figure out a way to even get a finger on the football right now. And the extra point is good for Louisville. How long can Orlando keep pace? Wolfpack 21, Intimidators 14. Coming up Monday night, the final game of the first round of our playoffs. The number 2 in the Gray Conference, Sioux Falls Sparrows, host the number 3 in the Gray Conference, Queen City Corsairs. Kickoff 6 Central, 7 Eastern, Monday Night Football tomorrow night on the SFL Network. From the 8-yard line, Perez on the return with a head full of steam up to the 29. A back and forth first half of action.
1st and 10 from 29.
Almost as many points as Houston and Tallahassee put up in the first half. It's a 23-14 halftime score in that one. Pyatt deep drop back. He'll fire it over the middle. That pass is caught. Just a 3-yard gain, though, for Parker, who came back across the middle of the field. 2nd and 7. Coming up on the SFL Update halftime report, we'll have first half highlights of Orlando and Louisville. And as we get started in the third quarter, we'll have the gold stars of the first half presented by DAC Stats. It's all coming up, part of the SFL Update halftime report. And Zach Parker is smashed in the backfield by Andre Khrushchev. 3rd and 8. This is an important drive for Orlando because you have to wonder if they cannot continue to keep scoring with Louisville, or is the Wolfpack going to end up running away with this? Back to pass. And Pyatt's got all kinds of time. Deep shot down the field. Oh, he caught it again! Isaac Perez! And these receivers are winning every contested pass. Perez, nicknamed Mr. Clutch, makes a tremendous catch in traffic. Manley played that ball just about as well as he could. But Perez makes the sensational catch, in Orlando gets a fresh set of downs in Louisville territory. 3 in the backfield for Pyatt, back to pass. Flip out Parker, long rainbow pass. That pass is complete and got 8 yards on the play. Man, these receivers are playing possessed football this afternoon here in Kentucky. course, the owners, Derek Overstreet and Kyle Walsh, go way back to the WAFL days. Louisville won a title in the WAFL's first season and have had nothing but success. A combined 18-2 regular season record for Louisville in the SFL as Zach Parker picks up a first down to the Wolfpack 30 to run some clock. First down and 10 at the 30. I formation for Orlando. Change of the play by Pyatt. Pyatt back to pass. He'll flip it out right side and dropped. I think Grimes distracted Isaac Perez from making that catch. It'll be 2nd and 10. Second down to the 30, empty backfield for Louisville. Back to pass, Pyatt. He'll dump it short. Looking for a block from Parker, picks up 4. 3rd down and 6. Coming up for Orlando. I'm not sure that tight end has even had a catch all season long. I have no idea who that is. Not even on our roster. 3rd and 6 at the 27. Back to pass, Pyatt. Out of the shotgun. Pyatt, deep shot, end zone. It is incomplete this time. Manley swats it away. First time Chambers unable to come up with a catch as Pyatt went long. And Louisville's defense forces the first field goal of the day. San Antonio Corky confirming he will be with me in the booth for the 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern Conference semifinal next week. It'll be a thrill having Morris back off part of our broadcast team. 43-yard field goal for Orlando. That kick is good. 2:46 to go in the first half. Louisville gets a half stop, and Orlando's defense needs to step it up in the final 2:46. (21-17), a 4-point lead for Louisville. They have not been stopped today. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. No punts, no turnovers on downs, nothing. It's been straight up dominance by Skeletor P. Funk against an Orlando secondary that has been quite good all year long. Orlando has 20 interceptions, including 8 by Rodney Woods, along with 112 return yards on those 8 picks. Overstreet's in the backfield. He's been quiet. 1st and 10 at the 26. Back to pass. Funk swings it out to Overstreet. Overstreet past the 30 and reaches out for the first down. Watch this effort by Overstreet here to break the first down line. No, they didn't show it. Thanks, Obama. 1st and 10 at the 36. Louisville by 4. And they're on the move again. And off to Overstreet. Overstreet picks up 2. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Louisville 21, Orlando 17. Another exciting Teal Conference semifinal. These are the SFL playoffs on the SFL Network on Twitch.
Second and 8. Ball at 39 yards.
SFL Championship game Saturday, April 16th, a 4 Central, 5 Eastern kickoff. Greg Morris, Stephen Mullinex, Damon Simeon, and myself on the call for another historic game as Kirkland makes the catch. 3rd and 3, a 5-yard pickup.
Third and 2. Ball at the 44 yards.
It's a thing people say, DR. 3rd down and 3 at the 43. Actually, 90 seconds to go. Our clock didn't start. Funk back to pass. Funk's pass is caught by Ritter. Pass midfield to the Orlando 45. P. Funk, 141.6. First and 10 at the 45. Quickly to the line is Funk. 4 receivers, 3 to the left side. Toss play out to Overstreet. Overstreet is stopped in the backfield, loss of 1. 2nd and 11 at the 46. Same formation. 5 in the box. Oh, Orlando jumped offside. Funk free play. Pass is incomplete. But it'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Big mistake there by the Orlando Intimidators as Orlando's trying to make it 4 for 4 in the first half.
Number 90, defense. Repeat, 2nd down.
At the Orlando 41, Louisville is about 8 yards away from at least attempting a field goal here at the end of the half. Tight set with an I formation. And off to Overstreet, right up the middle, and Overstreet got a first end to the 35. That's Overstreet's best run of the half. Could not have come at a better time as he just gashes the Intimidators right up the middle. Orlando's defense, as astutely pointed out by Robert Bose, gives up just 23 points per game, almost giving up all of that in the first half. 1st and 10 at the 35, still plenty of time for Funk and the Wolfpack. Flip out to Overstreet, Overstreet inside the 35, but just a 2-yard gain, and he was tackled in bounds, no huddle. Louisville not wanting to burn their 2nd timeout. Back to pass, Funk. Funk down the middle this time. Ritter! Oh, and he fumbled the football. The ball is loose, and Orlando picks it up at the 19. Ritter made an athletic move to catch the pass, but he lost the ball, and I think that is a legitimate fumble. Ritter, excellent catch over the middle. Yeah, he took 2 steps. That ball is out. Forced by Walsh and Watkins, and recovered by a big defensive lineman. Athletic play. Orlando takes over. The booth is going to review.
Play, whether the player had possession prior to the fumble.
There's no doubt about it. That was a catch and fumble. Watch this here. Ritter makes the catch, takes 2 steps, 3 steps even. He took 3 steps and coughed it up. That's going to stand.
After review, the play stands. The receiver did not have possession of the ball and is therefore incomplete. Visiting team's ball.
Yeah, Orlando takes the ball despite the convoluted message there by the officials and coaches. 20 seconds to go in the half, but a huge stop by Orlando, forcing the first turnover of the game. And with 3 timeouts and 21 seconds left, it looks like they'll stay aggressive. Empty set, trying to take a first half lead. We all know how good Louisville is in the second half of ball games. Pyatt back to pass, he'll flip it outside, caught by Parker, and Parker's out of bounds with 16 on the clock, pickup of 8. Parker's got 8 catches in the first half. Second half kickoff goes to Louisville. Orlando went 3 and out on their opening possession. 2nd and 2 at the 27, down to 16 seconds to go in the first half. Pyatt's out of the gun. They'll hand it off to Zach Parker, and that is really surprising. Down to 8 seconds to go. Orlando ends up going conservative here at the end of the half, and they will not take any of their timeouts. That's the end of the first half. Louisville 21 and Orlando 17. Halftime highlights are next.
Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure never to miss a moment of the action by following our channel on Twitch. This has been SFL Halftime Update. Enjoy the second half.
Are set for the kickoff. Number 1, deep to receive.
Start of the third quarter in Louisville, Blue Sun Stadium. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Kevin Irvine. Louisville has a 21-17 lead and it gets the ball back to start the third quarter. Late in that quarter, it looked like Louisville was going to make it 4 for 4 on scoring drives, but D.D. Ritter fumbled the football when Orlando got the stop. Couldn't get any points off of it, however, trailing by 4. Louisville's been so good in the second half over the last 2 weeks. Handoff goes to Overstreet, and Overstreet takes a big shot after a gain of just 2 yards. Quiet half for Overstreet. Let's take a look at the gold stars of the first half, presented by DAC Stats. Skeletor P. Funk, 221 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He was just all over the place, very efficient. Lawrence Kirkland, 7 catches, 80 yards and a touchdown, and Stephen Lambert had a good half for Orlando, 5 tackles. Those are your gold stars of the first half, presented by DAC Stats. 2nd down and 8, back to pass Funk. Funk fires down the field, nearly intercepted. Wallace had a shot at it, Just couldn't get both hands on the ball, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Louisville in the second half against Orlando outscored the Intimidators 14-3 in the 3rd quarter. Against Santa Fe, they outscored the Gorillas 28-0 in the 4th quarter. Against Carolina, they outscored the Skyhawks 17-0 in the 2nd half. Against Orlando, they outscored the Intimidators 15-0 in the 3rd quarter. There goes Kirkland, first down to the 38-yard line. As you can see, in the last 4 games, even against Houston, they outscored the Hyenas 24-7 in the 4th quarter. That's 5 games in a row that they were absolutely dominant at some point in the 2nd half. They shut out Tallahassee in the 2nd half as well. This is just a common theme for Louisville. Their incredible play in the 2nd half, and Orlando's going to have to find some sort of way to shut that down. Glory D, welcome to the chat. Flip to Overstreet, picks up 5. Glory D, simulationfl.com. You can become a player in this league. We've grown so much since those WAFL days. You can become a player, get drafted, and be a part of the strategy week to week with your franchise. We are in the playoffs. Teal Conference semifinal. Louisville 21-17 over Orlando. The winner will face the Houston Hyenas in the Teal Conference semifinal. Coming up tonight, you can win $150 by playing in our contest game. That's also at simulationfl.com. Just click the Win $150 Sunday on our menu and show up. You'll be eligible for the prize. Of course, you have to fill out, you have to give us an answer to the question. The question of today's contest later tonight is, how many combined yards will Freeman Goodspeed and Elijah Bishop have in the first half of their game tonight? And that Baltimore-Minneapolis playoff game is at 6 Central, 7 Eastern.
That's elected to punt. Number 36 is deep to receive.
So while I was spouting off all of that information, Orlando got a stop. It's 4th down, and Louisville has to punt it away. First punt of the day for the Wolfpack, and it will bounce backwards at the 1-yard line. Unbelievable. First and 10 at the 1. What a kick by the Wolfpack punter.
First and 10 from 2-yard line.
First and 10 at the 1. 3-back set for Orlando. They're going to hand it off to Parker. Parker bounces off a tackle and got the first down to the 12. Nearly broke it out. The fact that Orlando was able to get a stop on the first possession of the half was crucial. First down and 10 at the 12. 196 yards for Pyatt, 2 touchdowns on the day. He has been efficient. Hand off to Parker on the right side. Parker step arm. He is just clobbered by Aaron Tolbert. Massive hit, 2nd down and 5.
Number 37.
Aaron Tolbert, second on the team in tackles with 81. 3 tackles for loss, 4 interceptions.
2nd and 4 from 17-yard line.
Second and 5 at the 17, out of the eye, Pyatt. Pyatt back to pass. Pyatt deep shot, took a hit, and the pass is intercepted. Lucius Sanders on the return past the 20. Sanders past the 10, all the way down to the 4-yard line. First interception of the day by Connor Pyatt. Looking for Lorenzo Allen. It was covered beautifully by Lucius Sanders, who gets his 8th interception of the season. So both teams now with a turnover, and it's like we've spent 5 minutes basically doing nothing. We're back to where we were with Louisville trying to go back up by 11. Back to pass Funk, he'll flip it out Overstreet. Overstreet is hit for a gain of a yard. Lacoste on the stop. Boy, it would be a monster goal line stand for Orlando, otherwise they're in a bit of trouble.
Second and goal from 3-yard line.
High formation for Funk. Everyone tight on the line. Overstreet in the backfield. Overstreet will take the handoff and will not get anything. Actually, back to the original line of scrimmage at the 4. Lambert and Watkins combine on the stop yet again. Third down and goal from the 4. Three receivers. Funk's out of the gun. Back to pass. Funk flips outside. Caught by Kirkland, but he's shy of the goal line. Touchdown saving tackle made by Lacoste. Kirkland now $1.15 on 9 grabs today. But what a play by Lacoste. And we'll see what Louisville elects to do. It'll be a chip shot field goal. That's probably the smart thing to do. But what a goal line stand for Orlando to keep it a 1-score game. Field goal is good from 17 yards out. Orlando on the return. Perez up at the 25-yard line. 5:36 to go in the third. The Intimidators are really doing their best to hang around in this ball game, but they cannot afford interceptions like the one that Pyatt threw on his last possession. Again, a refresher of the Orlando Intimidator offense. Pyatt, Parker, Allen, Chambers, and Perez are the stars on the field. Hand off to Parker, hurls over a defender. Khrushchev on the stop, pickup of 2. Refresher of Louisville's defense, O'Reilly, Latshaw, Khrushchev, who's number 58, Sanders, Grimes, Freeman, and Tolbert. Lord Raider, I just haven't had time to look at it. 2nd and 8 at the 27. 4 receivers, 2 to either side. Pyatt back to pass. Deep shot left side. Pyatt. Oh! Caught by Allen! And Allen is gone! Sanders tried to jump the route, and Orlando has tied the game. A dart from Connor Pyatt, and Lorenzo Allen is taking over as a deep threat down the field. It's a 1-point game. Sanders had it, played, and tried to get another interception. He just got greedy. Had it perfectly covered, and Lorenzo Allen says, bam. We got the tie now. Boy, these SFL playoffs have just been unbelievable. You had Tallahassee and Houston down to the wire, 42-36 in OT. And we're about to be tied here late in the third quarter.
Will hold the kick.
And the extra point for Fleming is good, and we're deadlocked at 24. Louisville trying to avoid their 2nd straight playoff loss in this building.
kicking off. Number 1 back to receive.
Intimidators kick it away. From the 10, Burnett on the return, past the 25 and up to the 28. So here in the second half, Louisville has been stopped and forced to punt. And then with a 1st and goal on the 4, the Orlando Intimidator defense managed to clamp down and force a field goal.
1st and 10. From 28 yards.
3 receivers, 2 to the left side. Funk is out of the gun. Back to pass, Funk. Funk down the field. Caught by Day Ritter. Pickup of 20 plus. Watkins with his 6th tackle. But D.D. Ritter with his longest catch of the day. Nice throw. Nearly up to midfield, just like that. 1st and 10 of the 48-yard line. 4.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. First game of an SFL playoff doubleheader. Happy to have you along for the ride. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. That pass is tipped up in the air and incomplete. Orlando had it. Orlando had it. A.J. Lacoste and Robert Woods had their chance. Pass intended for Kirkland on a double move, played perfectly by Woods. And that was a point-blank drop by Lacoste.
Second and 10. Ball at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 10 at the 48. Tied at 24. Funk's out of the gun. Funk back to pass, and Funk will fire it out to Overstreet. Overstreet's got some space. Pass midfield, and finally put down to the 45-yard line. Lacoste on the tackle. Sets up another 3rd down, 3rd and 4. Ball at the Orlando 45. This was about where the Intimidators got their first stop of the half. 9 catches on 12 targets on a strong day for Lawrence Kirkland. 2 receivers, both to the left side, short left side. Ball on the left hash. Overstreet in the backfield on 3rd and 4. Funk back to pass. Funk sidearm throw in traffic. It's incomplete. Orlando's defense gets another stop. And the Wolfpack faithful are starting to get a little nervous here. The Louisville Wolfpack, who have been dominant in second halves of games, not so in the 3rd quarter.
And selected to punt. Number 36 is deep to receive.
Let's go. This is crazy. Louisville will punt it away. Their last punt landed at the 1. And this punt will be down at the 4. What an acrobatic job down on the goal line. 2 punts inside the 5. And the last time Orlando was inside the 5, Pyatt threw a pick. Teal Conference semifinal. The winner will take on the Houston Hyenas, who advanced Thursday night 42-36 in overtime. There's a flag on the play. Parker is out like a ball out of a cannon, and that is to the 32, a pickup of 28 yards. Longest run of the day by Parker, if I'm not mistaken.
Zone infraction, number 94. Defense, the penalty.
Orlando has turned this game around. 21-17. It was a 3rd and goal on the 3, I believe. And they got the stop.
1st and 10.
And that was a huge moment in this ball game in this 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Back to pass, Pyatt, deep shot, Chambers, diving catch is made, and a late hit is called. Or an unnecessary roughness, or I'm not sure. Perez on the catch. This is a garbage penalty if they're calling late hit.
Late hit, number 5, defense.
What is he supposed to do?
15-yard penalty.
The guy's laying on the ground. It's 15 yards tacked onto the end of it. What is he supposed to do? A beautiful catch from Perez. Oh, I guess they said, Tolbert touched him down, and then Manley piled on top of him. So I can see the validity there of that penalty. Monster penalty on the Wolfpack, and Orlando's in scoring position. 3 in the backfield, another clutch catch from Perez. Parker cuts it back inside and picks up 4. I'm going to be without a voice by the end of today. if Baltimore or Minneapolis is anything like this game, and like Thursday's game, I have never seen. Has anyone ever seen an NFL playoffs that was this competitive? This is nuts. 2nd and 6 at the 23, handoff. Parker, he sheds a tackle and then another, and is right from the line of scrimmage. Good job by Louisville all over that play. Freeman with the stop. Quiet day for Ezekiel Freeman. 3rd and 6.
Third and 6 from 23-yard.
Big third down here for Orlando. A field goal could tie. Louisville looking for a turnover. 4-2 defensive look. Pyatt back to pass. Pyatt 3-step. Drumby sacked for the first time today. Rick O'Reilly, the league leader in sacks, makes the play and forces a 4th down. O'Reilly finally gets an inside push on Connor Pyatt, and this will not be an easy field goal for Fleming, Orlando's non-star kicker. However, Fleming has been a clutch kicker for Orlando. He's got 2 game-winning field goals this year, a 17-16 win over Houston in Week 11, and a 19-17 game-winning field goal in Week 7 against Santa Fe. This is a 43-yarder to give Orlando the lead from the left hash. And Fleming's kick is on its way and good, and Orlando has the lead in the 3rd quarter, 27-24. They have 10 of the game's last 13 points.
The kickoff. Number 1, deep to receive.
Orlando by 3, trying to pull a tremendous upset. They always say it's very tough to beat a team for a 3rd time in the year, as Burnett returns to the 27. Coming up on the end of the 3rd quarter, Intimidators by 3. Louisville just 3 points in this quarter despite a turnover from Orlando. 4 receivers for Funk. David Overstreet has been pretty quiet on the ground game, and Overstreet again is locked down. Just a 1-yard gain. Lambert with his 7th tackle. 3 of them are behind the line, and I'd venture to say Overstreet is still under 50 yards in this game. Sup, sitting here flossing? Good to see you here. Hope to see you here tonight. And don't forget to submit your guess for the $150 contest that's going on tonight during the Crabs Maulers game at 6 Central, 7 Eastern. Visit simulationfl.com. You'll see the link at the top of the page. Overstreet takes the catch and picks up 5.
Third and 4. Ball at
3rd and 4 at the 33, out of the eye for Funk. 4-3 defense for Orlando, looking for another stop. Oh, they jumped offside. That's a free 1st down, and a catch for Blaylock. to about the 47-yard line. Messy sequence there for Orlando.
Neutral zone infraction, number 90, defense. The penalty is declined.
Penalty decline. It'll be first down at the 48, and it may be the final play of the third quarter. The Orlando Intimidators trying to make it all the way back against the odds to the SFL Championship game for the third time. And there's still 10 seconds on the clock. 4 receivers for Louisville. Overstreet's in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, and Overstreet again gets just 2 yards, and that's the end of the third. Orlando is up on the Teal Conference #1 seed. These are the SFL playoffs on SFL Network on Twitch.
Subscribe to the greatest YouTube Sam community on the planet. At Alan Drum, we got Bandits APF 2K franchise and NFL 2K 2 through 5 Buccaneers franchise. Like and subscribe on my YouTube channel, and go Maulers, baby.
Like Alan JD, you can become a part of the SFL broadcast and promote your business, channel, or league with an audio or video ad. It's $5 for a 30-second spot, $10 for a 60-second spot, and $15 for any video ad for a whole season. And any ad is free for the playoffs. All money is reinvested into the SFL, and we guarantee you your ad will run at least once a week. Support us by supporting you. Email simulationfl@gmail.com for more information. SFL, rise as one. We'll be back to your game in 2 minutes. Start of the fourth quarter in Louisville. 2nd and 8 for the Wolfpack. Back to pass, Funk. Outside, Kirkland. Caught, but it's going to be 3rd down. Third down and 3. Let's give you a quick reminder of the offense on the field for the Louisville Wolfpack. Funk, Overstreet, Kirkland, Blaylock, and Ritter. Quarterback, running back, 2 receivers, and a tight end are the stars on the field for the Wolfpack. Number 2 in the league in scoring, number 1 in yards per game, but they have just 3 points here in the second half. Funk back to pass. Funk will fire it out to the right side, caught by Blaylock for the first down of the Orlando 41. Fresh look at the Orlando defense. Lambert, Bose, Walsh are the linebackers. Lacoste and Wallace are the corners. Watkins and Woods are the safeties. First down and 10 at the 41. Back to pass. Funk. Check down. Blaylock picked up 4. And Louisville is nearing scoring position. 8 catches, 85 yards for A.J. Blaylock on the afternoon. Blaylock, 61 catches, 736 yards, and his 9 receiving touchdowns were second best on the team. 3 receivers, 2 to the left side for Funk. Overstreet's in the backfield. He's been shut down much of the day. Funk back to pass. Funk fires down the middle, caught by Ritter, who has been big, a pickup of 13 yards inside the Orlando 25. D.D. Ritter has picked up the slack of David Overstreet, who probably has more yards receiving than he does rushing this afternoon. Ritter stood up by Walsh. First and 10 of the Orlando 23. Back to pass, Funk. Funk swings it outside, caught by the fullback. Nice spin to pick up 4 to the 19. Malifaux on the catch with words with Wallace. 2nd and 6 at the 19.
2nd and 6 from 19 yards.
Handoff Overstreet. Right side, nothing. Bose again on it. No, big defensive tackle on the stop.
No gain on the play.
Ferguson. 3rd and 7 for Louisville at the 20. Still without a touchdown in the second half.
3rd and 7.
3 receivers, including Kirkland Bott with a screen. And all the corners are around that first down line. Funk back to pass down the middle. Ritter to the 9. D.D. Ritter is unstoppable. 1st and goal, Louisville. What a play.
1st and goal from 8.
Ritter has got to be nearing 100 yards through the air. The passing attack has been very balanced for Louisville today, probably more so than in any other game this season. Funk's changing the play, 2 in the backfield, back to pass. Funk fires right side, and Blaylock dropped it. He was out of bounds anyway. Eight catches on 9 targets. First time Blaylock unable to come up with it. Sets up a 2nd down and goal at the 9 for the Wolfpack.
2nd and goal.
Orlando's already got 1 goal line stand inside the 5 today. Will they pick up a 2nd? 2nd and goal at the 9. Watch out for Ritter. Back to pass Funk. Funk swings it out left side. Caught by Kirkland. Nice a toe tap there on the near side, but at 3rd and goal at the 4 for Louisville. Winner takes on Houston. If Orlando wins, it'll be Orlando at Houston in the Teal Conference Championship. If Louisville wins, it'll be Houston at Louisville in the Teal Conference Championship. 7:45 and counting. 3rd and goal at the 4. Ritter is off to the left of the line. Back to pass Funk. Funk looks Ritter's direction. The pass is tipped and incomplete. Orlando saw it coming, intended for Ritter over the middle of the field, and Bose was there on the stop. 4th and goal, and Louisville can only tie the game. Another huge stop inside the 5-yard line by this Orlando defense, which has been the staple of this Intimidator squad this year. And the chip shot from 20 yards away for the Wolfpack is good. Both kickers have been solid today, 2 for 2. Orlando 27, Louisville 27.
Our set for the kicker. Number 36, Teal to receive.
From the 8. Orlando on a return for Rez up at the 28.
Number 36, Teal with the kick. Ball is spotted at the 28 yard.
Who is going to get that defining moment in the final 7:27? Parker, 13 carries for 52 yards. 3 in the backfield, but he's been a dangerous weapon as well in the passing game. More so than Overstreet today, as Parker gets another catch. Parker out past the 30, cuts back, looking towards the middle of the field, picks up 4 to keep the clock moving. 2nd and 6 at the 32.
Second and 6.
We are too, Glory D. If you want to become more involved, make sure that you sign up on our website, simulationfl.com. And stay tuned for the second game of our doubleheader tonight, Minneapolis and Baltimore at 6 Central, 7 Eastern. Zach Parker got away, and Parker got a first down to the 40. Zach Parker looked bunched up like he was only going to get a few yards and somehow navigates his way for a first down. .6:40 to go in the 4th. First down and 10 for Orlando. 3 in the backfield after the first down from Parker. Back to pass, Pyatt flips to Parker. Parker cannot make the man miss. On the far side, that is Russell on the tackle. No gain, and that's probably the least successful pass to Parker out of the backfield all day.
Second and 10 from 40 yards.
6:08 and counting, we're still tied. Could we have another overtime playoff game? 3 receivers, 2 to the right for Pyatt. Pyatt will hand off to Parker. Parker is wrapped up. Just a 1-yard gain. 61 yards on the day for Parker. Russell another tackle, 3rd and long. And I would imagine Blue Sun Stadium will be standing up for this one. Shotgun for Pyatt, 4 receivers. They need midfield. Pyatt back to pass, down the middle, caught first down to the Louisville 46.
13 on the play.
Zach Clark with his first catch of the day with 5 minutes and change to go into Louisville territory. Tolbert on the stop. The Gray Conference semifinals get kicked off in an hour and 20 minutes here on the SFL Network, and if it's anything like what the Teal Conference has been, it's going to be a very fun evening. Back to pass, handoff Parker. Parker got maybe a half a yard. Khrushchev on the stop. 311 yards, 3 touchdowns for Pyatt, a quarterback rating of an astounding 141. Handoff Parker, and Parker is put down. Khrushchev gets the shovel dirty, 3rd and 10. Queen City and Sioux Falls comes up Monday night. That'll wrap up the first round of the playoffs. The Corsairs topped the Maulers, the only team to beat Minneapolis last week, but have lost to Sioux Falls in a couple of major shootouts. That is Monday night here on the SFL Network. Pass by Pyatt is knocked away. 4th down. What a big stop for Louisville, intended for Clark. Big stop there for the Wolfpack as Orlando's drive stalls out. Still tied with 4 minutes to go. Orlando's defense has limited the Wolfpack to just 3 points in this half. Now it's Orlando's turn to down a punt inside the 10-yard line. How about these punters today, huh? Punters are people too. 3:50 left in another tremendous SFL playoff game. This league has never been more competitive. It's not even close. 1st and 10 at the 7. Funk back to pass. He'll flip it outside. Blaylock caught for a gain of 3 to the 9. About 2.5 actually. 88 yards on 9 grabs now for Blaylock.
Second and 7 from 10 yards.
2nd and 7 at the 9. Two in the backfield, back to pass, Funk. Funk fires deep, that pass is knocked away, what an effort! What an effort by Kendrick Watkins! That may have been one of the best defensive plays, defensive efforts I've seen all season. Watkins goes to the football and just lays out to knock away a touchdown from A.J. Blaylock. What a play by Kendrick Watkins, the second-year man, a.k.a. Flava 2K, who I don't believe is here with us today. 3rd and 7 at the 9. 4 receivers, 3 to the right side, and if Louisville can't move the chains, it's going to be great field position for Orlando. Back to pass, Funk, swings it outside by Kirkland. He is out of bounds, incomplete, it's 4th down.
Selected to punt.
Louisville will be punting out of their own end zone. The job, did Orlando jumped onside. Wow. Talk about not having your head on straight. It's still going to be 4th down. But yikes, Albright with the penalty. Both defenses a little sloppy with the flags today. Fourth and 2. Now don't jump offside again. Still punting out of their own end zone is Louisville. The job by the Orlando Intimidator defense today has just been exceptional as the Wolfpack kick it away. Fair catch called for by Perez at the 48 with 3:32 to go. Louisville has won 11 games in a row. Their lowest point total in those games was Tallahassee. They scored 24, but they won that game. At home, Louisville this year scored 37, 38, 52, 38, 35, and 31 points. They have 27 in this game. 1st and 10 at the 48. Back to pass, Pyatt. Pyatt is sacked! Rick O'Reilly again opens up a can and smashes Pyatt. O'Reilly and Latshaw just plow into Connor Pyatt. Pyatt's going to be feeling that for weeks, as Louisville's defensive front just plowed the entire offensive line. 2nd and 13, 3 minutes to go. Pyatt's out of the gun, he'll hand it off to Parker on a draw. That was a perfect play. Parker up the middle, tackled by Tolbert, but a strong 8 yards for Zach Parker will set up a 3rd manageable 5. Louisville trying to avoid their second consecutive playoff defeat despite an 18-2 record in the regular season. 3rd down and 5. Back to pass Pyatt. Pyatt looking around, fires middle, passes, caught it, traffic at the 35. Allen in between Tolbert and Khrushchev, and that may take us down to the 2-minute warning as Orlando is near field goal range.
1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35. 3 receivers and 2 backs in the backfield. Pyatt back to pass. Pyatt steps up and avoids a sack and completes a pass down to the 19-yard line. The heroics are extreme in the SFL playoffs. How? Connor Pyatt avoided that sack is incredible. We've reached the 2-minute warning. This is the SFL Network. 2 minutes to go. 3 in the backfield for Orlando. Hand off to Parker. Parker is stopped. A 1-yard gain, but because a field goal can win it, Louisville has to start burning timeouts. Boy, have we been here before recently with the whole scoring too early situation. Two timeouts for Louisville on the ropes. I can't take this. I don't know how anyone else out there can take this. 3 in the backfield, Pyatt back to pass, hits Parker. Oh, Parker dropped it and stopped the clock. Oh, you could not have had a worse situation right there for Orlando. Blue Suns Stadium erupting. 3rd down and 9. Pyatt's going to throw. Pyatt throws over the middle and it's incomplete. Orlando just saved Louisville 2 timeouts and 1:47 on the clock with a chance to win the game. Wow. Fleming will come on to attempt the field goal, but the end of that drive for Orlando would make any Intimidator fan absolutely miserable. Fleming's 34-yard kick is on its way and good. He did put that through despite the pressure and with 1:43 to go. It's up to Skeletor P-Funk and the Louisville offense that has just a field goal in the second half. And the Intimidators are 1 minute and 42 seconds away from knocking out the Louisville Wolfpack that have won 11 straight games, have scored 30-plus points in all 6 of their home games, and is the #1 overall seed in the SFL playoffs. From the 11, Burnett on the return, up to the 29. Thank you for all your support, all those who are watching today, and don't miss the next playoff game coming up in an hour. Minneapolis and Baltimore, another 1-4 matchup. You can see how competitive this league is as that pass is caught by Blaylock. A pick up a 4, stops the clock with 1:35 to go. Louisville needs a field goal to tie and force, if you can believe it, yet another overtime playoff game where a touchdown can win it. You can also head to simulationfl.com and participate in our $150 giveaway tonight.
2nd and 6.
By guessing the combined receiving yards total of Freeman Goodspeed and Elijah Bishop in the first half. 2nd and 6 for Louisville at the 33. Back to pass, Funk. Funk's sidearm throw is tipped up in the air and incomplete. Looking for Ritter, who has been shut down on the last few targets, 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. Ball.
4 receivers, 2 to either side for Louisville. Funk to throw on 3rd down. Deep shot down the field, tipped up in the air and incomplete. How good has Orlando's defense been in the second half? This is a tremendous effort. Kedrick Watkins again on the stop, and with just 2 timeouts, Louisville's got to go for this.
Let's go.
1:26 to go. This is insanity. For the second straight playoff game, we've had insanity. 4th and 6 for Louisville. Their season is on the line. Funk to throw. Funk deep shot down the field. Caught by Blaylock, who breaks a tackle inside the 10. It's a Louisville touchdown! Touchdown! Beast mode! No overtime today! How similar was that play to the touchdown by Barry Bergens by Houston inside of 2 minutes? Eerily similar. But Orlando still has 3 timeouts. And the dropped interception, as that kick is good. The dropped interception really hurts the Orlando Intimidators. They've had a chance at a couple today. Still have not picked off Skeletor P-Funk, but it's in Connor Pyatt's hands now.
Are set for the kickoff. Number 36, back for the return.
Tallahassee fell to Houston in overtime, 42-36 in the first Teal Conference semifinal as Perez returns to the 29. Louisville now leads Orlando 34-30. And unless we have some real craziness here in the final 113, it does not look like overtime's going to happen here today.
First and 10. From 9-9.
First and 10 at the 29. The first time Orlando's really let the cat out of the bag today, and it could cost them their season. Pyatt back to pass. How good is Orlando's 2-minute offense? That pass is knocked away. Not a good start. Lorenzo Allen has beaten Louisville deep twice. Lucius Sanders got him once on an interception. Those are the 3 deep balls for Allen, but Nathan Chambers is also a deep threat, defended by a non-star Manley at the bottom of the screen. Back to pass, Pyatt. Pyatt will flip to Parker. Parker's momentum carries him out of bounds, and Orlando's going backwards. This is a disaster. That's where the swing can hurt you. 3rd and 13, Orlando still has all 3 timeouts, but I don't think with 1:07 left that you can punt the football away if you don't get it. Shotgun, trips left for Connor Pyatt. Pyatt back to pass, Pyatt, oh, he checked it down short. Oh, but Chambers still found a way to navigate for 7 yards. And I don't agree with the Orlando timeout here. I mean, I guess you want to get the 4th down play right. But because you took that timeout, if you don't convert the 4th down, you leave yourself almost no time in the scenario that you would get a stop and force a field goal. 4th and 6. Season now on the line for Orlando. Back to pass Pyatt. Pyatt down the field, and it's incomplete, and Louisville takes over. Lester Grimes knocks it away, and Orlando in the final 90 seconds has crumbled. The upset bid fading now. They do still have a shot. There's 55 seconds on the clock. They need to get 3 straight stops and force a field goal to have a shot at, dare I say, forcing overtime. Oh my goodness, is Louisville taking a knee? I can't take this anymore. Oh my goodness. They are going to take knees, and they are going to be out of field goal range, which means that Orlando still would have a glimmer of hope to win the game. Why not just keep running plays? If you get a first down, the game is over. You ensure that the game is over. And Louisville's cockiness is a serious issue at the moment. So there's 54 seconds on the clock. They're going to take a knee. Assuming that the punt is going to dribble around, there's going to be about 10 seconds left on the clock for Orlando to do the unthinkable. Louisville did fumble earlier in this game, and David Overstreet has struggled. There's a 13-second differential between play clock and game clock. 30 seconds to go. The winner takes on Houston next Sunday. Down to 16. They punt it away. They have 2 punts inside the 5 today. This ball is going to hop around, and the ball is going to roll and waste more time. It rolls into the end zone with 6 seconds on the clock. I don't think you can't do anything but maybe throw a route out of bounds or just take a shot deep to Chambers or Allen and hope for the best. Everybody dropping back for Louisville's secondary. Pyatt back to pass. They have no timeouts. And Pyatt throws over the middle, and he is lucky that that was an incomplete pass. There is 1 second left on the clock. Actually, 2 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go.
They gotta send at least Allen or Chambers deep, and they gotta take a shot. Trips right for Pyatt, season on the line, or Louisville's gonna hang on. Back to pass. Pyatt down the field, it's intercepted, and the Louisville Wolfpack have won the ball game 34-30. Highlights are next. A tremendous performance by the Orlando Intimidators, but they fall short for a third straight time against the Louisville Wolfpack. And the top two teams from the Teal Conference advance to the Teal Conference Championship. The Houston Hyenas and the Louisville Wolfpack move on thanks to long touchdown completions or long receptions for scores in the final 2 minutes of each ball game that eventually guaranteed victory for Louisville and Houston. Should be an incredible Teal Conference Championship. Highlights, box score, post-game reports, all that good stuff will be on simulationfl.com. This was the play of the game. Funk to Blaylock as the defender just missed him. And Lacoste could not close on Blaylock fast enough. Your player of the game this afternoon, Skeletor P. Funk, 41 of 53, 430 yards, 4 touchdowns with a QBR of 125.5. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League and the SFL Network for our crew at Blue Sun Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky, and back at our SFL studios in San Antonio, Texas. What a crazy game again! And we're back at it in 55 minutes here on Twitch.